So what happens is, can you see, it's a large protein structure, okay, very large. So we did the simulation to show you how it binds with the receptor on a small part of it. Now it's a huge protein, it will take a lot of time to compute. So what we did is, we will do a little hands-on with a support vector machine tool, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, United States of America. They have designed this online prediction tool. It is a support vector machine based tool. So what we will do is, we will simply put the sequence from here, the greater than sign, you should remember the whole sequence you should put, and then put it here, paste. Okay, so come a little down, you can give them information about your name, organization and email. They usually contact with you if they find that your study is noble and not many people are doing it. But here this sequence, when you use, everybody else is also doing it. So but this thing is how to identify a specific region with all different possibilities. Okay, so it's a lot of task that should be done. So we will put a 20 amino acid scale. There are different residues that you want to make. So 20 amino acid is default, because if your antigen is approximately 20 amino acids long, so what will happen, you can expect that so many domains will be there, and therefore it will give you a stable immune response. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are having the surface glycoprotein sequence, and then using a epitope length of 20 amino acids, we will do this thing. And here there is a captcha. The captcha is J. It will be different for your case, L, N and N. Okay, then we will submit it. Very in a nutshell, you will able to find it, that what are the significant surface glycoprotein residue which is tend to bind MHC1 of human. Okay, MHC1 of human. So due to the presence of this kind of tools only, once upon a time we had a requirement of approximately how many days? Approximately 1 year. Not year. See, 1 year to make a vaccine. Okay, so many things to be done. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, so many. So before phase 1, phase 2 also, if you see, to develop it only 2007, from 1998 we will start, and 2007 only we will able to start the trial. But in this case, as you know, there has been a rapid shift. Why? Because of the machine learning techniques. Okay, so this is a research based tool, but there are other tools. Okay, so here you see. So what has happened? The software has identified a particular 20 amino acid residue out of the whole chain, which is having some more good binding propensity to MHC1. Okay, so this particular tool is using one kind of protocol. So you should think of all possible protocols. You cannot able to publish it, this result, as your report, that this could be a potential vaccine. So it is not possible. So you have to do n number of more tasks, and then only you will able to finally identify it. Anyway, in a simple version, this is how genomics is helping us. So once we are having, and I do not know whether if you come across discussions on COVID-19, you will definitely able to see that everybody is telling that more and more genomics should be there, more and more sequencing. Then only we will able to see what are the mutations, where exactly the mutation hotspots are. Then only we will able to process our vaccine and all such things. So again, so we need to find out a particular domain like this, epitope like this, which will be present in more stable form in all the variants of COVID-19, and then we will able to make a vaccine which will be effective against all kinds of what you call as mutant variants. Okay, so this is what I tried to incorporate. So the alignment is still going on. After getting the alignment, you will able to find what are the different domains present. So and several other things which is out of the scope of a one day this thing. but I remain very this thing to this kind of study, and therefore always try to connect with more and more people for our possible collaboration, research, and all other things. So now we can say that we are in the end of the session. So if you have some specific question, you can put forward. If you have some question or doubt, I will try to respond. So this is how, in a nutshell, in one day, we can have a discussion on genomics and its possible applications. I will definitely share the screenshot of the results with the coordinator so that they can share with you of the alignment that is going on still today. So till now, so it took not less than this thing 1 hour. It is already been, I think. So, Mr. Harsha, are you there?
Just a minute, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you, Dr. Devnath, for this session. And as sir told you that he will be sharing the screenshots with us, so we will share it with you along with your certificate. Now, how to get the certificate? That information we will share with you on WhatsApp. So you can provide us your feedback along with your information for the certificate. So yeah, I guess we can conclude the session now, and this will be it for today. And
Okay.
thank you very much,
you
guys,
all for your time.
for being the part of this workshop, and thank you, Dr. Surjit, for this wonderful session.
हाँ, tell me, Harsha. चलिए ठीक. ठीक है. मेरा बैंक डिटेल्स आपके पास ऑलरेडी है. ओके. सो वी आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू फर्दर कोलाबोरेशन विद यू. हाँ, बोलिए. हाँ. हाँ, ज़रूर. मैं उसको थोड़ा लिख लेता हूँ. हाँ, क्या है, बोलिए. Great. Okay. This type of crowd, no? हाँ. No problem. It is up to you, and you are the best person to decide about all this. I am always this thing with Edgin and convey my this thing to the MD also.